Warning! David Copperfield?
Hello everyone, welcome to the ASOTV podcast for The Flash, Season 3, Episode 18, Abra Kadabra. I'm your host Clio, and with me I have Dom and Omi.
Yeah.
I had Nikki and Omi in my head at the same time and had to choose one, and it refused to choose.
Refused to choose.
Used to choose.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
No Meekins.
No,
No, we can.
No Meekins.
What's up, guys?
Ceiling?
Welcome back to The Flash. Barrett continues to make poor decisions.
It's not
Barry
even
makes
just
the
him.
best decisions. Out of any of the people in this universe that makes poor decisions, Barry's poor decisions are the best decisions.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
His
He
decisions are
fucked
way
everything up
better
by
than
going
Ollie's.
back in time, so his solution is to go forward in time. I want to kick that man in the face.
It makes sense to me.
Of course it would make sense to you.
I
You
don't-
like the
But
time
I
travel
don't see how
You-
I don't see what's wrong with this.
Knowledge of future events, it's dangerous.
How?
Fuck.
I mean, even having knowledge that Iris is gonna die soon is dangerous because
Yeah, but
they're trying all this bullshit to
the
try
whole-
and change the future,
the
which
whole
isn't going to
premise-
fucking happen.
But the whole premise of this season is let's change the future. So why is now going to the future to change the future a bad idea?
Because it's not going to change anything.
Cleo, I think you're flustered.
I am. I'm just mad because when this season started, and it's like, oh, we gotta change the future. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but I got a That's So Raven vibe. Where like, yeah, you can. Have you ever seen That's So Raven?
No. That's the
I
little
may
girl
have
from the
seen
Cosby Show, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And she could see the future, a bad thing that was going to happen.
Okay.
Every single episode, she always tried to change it, and in doing so, she made it happen.
That's my favorite kind of time travel.
Exactly. And as soon as, like, this whole Iris is gonna die, let's try to change it happen, I'm like, Raven.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
no, but with this show, with Barry, we've already seen that Barry can change the past. So if Barry can change the past, he can change the future.
Oh,
I
he
don't
can.
think so.
I have no doubt that he can. I think the way they're going about it, they're not gonna be able to.
I think that, it's inevitable. Shit's gonna happen. They're gonna, even if they find out who Savitar is, Iris is still gonna fucking die. Because if you look at it, Caitlyn still ended up being freaking Killer Frost this episode. And
Grodd's still attacked.
exactly. Everything still fucking happened, even though they changed things, so they thought. So going into the future is not going to solve anything. And it's just stupid for Barry to even mention it.
I mean, I just think it's gonna cause him more trouble than it's gonna give him any answers.
Yeah, he's going to run into
It's
the
a
Black
better
Flash.
solution than going into the past to try to fix things.
That's true. He's not allowed to do that anymore.
Right,
No.
but it is a better solution. Because changing the future, which technically hasn't happened yet, doesn't have as much repercussions as changing the past.
Or does it? Because Barry has had multiple encounters with men from the future.
Right. Which have gone back in time to change the past.
I mean, even
With
this episode...
with him changing his future affects them.
What I don't understand is how Barry has gotten so much shit for changing the past and creating Flashpoint, but technically, Reverse Flash has done the exact same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is technically the original Flashpoint, if you want to look at it that way. It's the Reverse Flashpoint. We're living in Reverse Flashpoint. Because the Reverse Flash never, ever traveled back in time to kill Barry's father or mother,
Mother.
then things wouldn't have happened this way. We've already seen what Flashpoint was with Barry's mom alive, so if Reverse Flash never killed her, it would be similar. Not exact. Things would still be
true.
different, but yeah.
That's true.
And there would be no particle accelerator that wouldn't have, because
There
Abra
would've-
wouldn't have
There
came
would have
back.
been. No, there
But
would have been.
there would have been.
Wells was
Yeah,
still...
Wells
still would have.
Wells was still making it. Eobard just... When he
Made
portrayed
it,
Wells, he
yeah.
just sped it up, so...
But before Eobard ever did that, Barry had to become the Flash
Through
and
Wells's...
in the future fight
particle.
Eobard. And
Correct.
then Eobard came back.
Correct.
So the caliber to which things would changed, I don't know. Because you're right, him killing his mom didn't seem to have the same effect that saving the mom had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it definitely would have been different, right? So, we know we've already lived through, this is probably the second telling of this timeline, but, at least. But, with that, it's just, like, why hasn't Eobard had the same repercussions from the Speed Force, as Barry did? You know, I know right now that he has the Time Wraith after him, but, the Black Flash, whatever, but, that's only because he's supposed to be dead. That's not because of what he did.
Well, I mean, the Speed Force didn't do anything bad to Barry because of Flashpoint. It's just disappointed in him. They expected better.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
like, there's no...
Yeah, I guess. Well, they said they were going to cut him off if he did it again, so...
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking time travel.
I love it.
I'm sick of it. Too much time travel.
Yeah.
Speaking of time travel, we get Abra Kadabra, who is...
From the 65th century!
64th.
Yeah.
64th? He's from the Nintendo 64th century?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He's
64
going
bits and all.
around to all these labs and stealing their stuff. So he started at, I think it was Stag or
Yes, Stag.
Stag Industries.
And it's all to build a time machine to get back to his century.
Yeah. So I guess he's been hopping dimensions because he was in
He was on Earth
19.
Yeah.
So I guess he's been hopping between Earths, but
Mhm.
couldn't get to the future. And they had that dramatic pan in on Barry as he said he's trying to get back to the future, and I was just like,
Cisco with the Marty McFly references.
He even did Lord of the Rings as episode 2.
he did. He said, "You shall not pass," and then proceeded to let him pass. I'm like, Cisco, if you're gonna say that, you can't let him pass.
I was like, that is the stuff of Cleo's dreams right there. Cisco uttering those words.
But he shouldn't. It upset me because he let him pass, and I'm like, thank you, Gandalf.
Yeah, you didn't sacrifice anything. You didn't
Exactly.
blow a freaking bridge apart so the thing fell into an abyss. No, that's not what happened.
Yeah, and then we come back with Cisco the Grey.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Uh,
He needs to do a cosplay episode.
Vibe the White.
Vibe the way.
Yeah.
But yes, Stag. I don't know. That doesn't sound familiar to me. But they mentioned Cord Industries again, and I was just talking about that. Was I talking about that on Monday or last week? Was I talking about Cord?
Cord?
That's the Blue Beetles.
Oh. Yeah, I
Connect-
think it was last week, but I don't even know if it was Flash. I think we were talking about
Yeah,
Legends.
I think it was another show,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because I don't remember, so it must have been Arrow.
It was Arrow, I think.
No, I think it was Legends, because we were talking about the possibility of Oliver, the ending with next season, and I remember Nikki chiming in on that.
No.
We were talking about how they could do a Justice League show and replace...
Oh,
yeah,
that
you
was-
were
no.
on that, whatever podcast that was.
I think so.
Pretty sure that was Arrow. That was on Monday.
We originally, the first time we ever mentioned it was on Arrow, but we brought it over to another show that Nikki was on. Actually, I think it was the Flash crossover, the musical episode, because Rachel was there as well. I'm almost positive we talked about it there.
Okay. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. So
So he stole from Stag, he stole from Cord, and then he comes to Star Labs, and I was like, as soon as they like, he's in Star Labs, I'm like, he's gonna try to steal something, and then he gets out and he steals something. I was like, oh, there it is.
I thought he was gonna steal Gideon.
Ah.
Yeah, I actually thought it was Gideon. I go, no, don't take Gideon! That's what I yelled. I
We
yelled
haven't
it just
heard
like
from
that.
her on this show and for fucking ever, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah, I don't
No,
care.
yeah, Barry just goes in there and looks at that fucking article all the damn time. He doesn't
Well,
even ask Gideon anymore. He's just like, the article's
did
there.
Barry ever know Gideon was there, though? That's the question. Because Wells was the only one, to my recollection, that ever spoke to Gideon. I don't remember Gideon talking to Barry.
Yeah, Gideon talked to Barry.
Did she?
Yeah, because Barry made Gideon, didn't she? Or
In
didn't
the
he?
future.
Yeah, in the
Yeah,
future.
she
But
tells
she's
him
yeah.
Okay.
that he makes her in the future.
Maybe they stole Gideon and that's why she's on Legends instead.
Maybe. I don't know.
Brian in chat says, for a split second, I started to think that Abracadabra was S.T.A.R.
I totally know who S.T.A.R. is.
I was simultaneously very amused by Abracadabra and very disappointed with Abracadabra.
Me too. Okay, I'm not the only one who's disappointed.
So, like, I don't know. I'm actually upset. The most cliche thing in the world is what I'm most upset at. And I hate when they do this in actual magic shows, but I love when they do it in shows like this, is pull a rabbit out of a hat. Like that was my bar of expectation, right? That's what I wanted to see from this episode. And I hate because I've seen David Copperfield at least 3 times, and really close. I had like the last time I went to see him, I had like 7 throw seats. And I've gone and seen David Blaine, which was the biggest letdown of my life. I've seen Siegfried and Roy before they got mauled by the tiger. Like, I absolutely love magic. I'm slightly disappointed that there was no rabbit in the hat.
Me too, because I like bunnies.
But it's a rabbit, not a bunny.
But I want to know more about this nanotechnology.
Huh?
The nanotechnology that he was using to create the magic effects?
Oh, yeah. Was it nano?
They found the nanotechnology residue in the tank or whatever afterwards.
See, I didn't hear nano. I just heard them say tech a lot.
Yeah, it was nanotech, and he was masking its abilities to look like magic.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want that.
I'm so happy Gypsy's back and she's all brooding this time. She's angry and she just wants.
We actually got some backstory from her though.
Yeah. A little bit.
For me, it was like, no, keep her a mystery. I'd just rather not know about her past.
I do kind of I dislike when mysteries get solved, because the whole point of the mystery is the fact that it's mysterious. Like, you want to know more about it, but when you find out what you actually wanted to know, you're never satisfied with it ever. Like, look at the TV show Lost. The only reason people were interested in that show is because every question that was ever answered gave about 32 more questions. So that's the only thing that kept that show interesting. But when it was all said and done and there was no more actual mystery left to it, everybody's just like, well, that sucked.
I mean, I guess, I don't know, because she was angry and brooding because of her partner being eliminated by Abracadabra. I understand that. And, Earth 19 has different laws when it comes to that kind of shit. They believe in execution. But when she was talking to Cisco about it, she's like, it's not like I'm burning a candle for him or anything. It's like, yes, you are. Because of the way you're acting, you're still burning a candle for this guy. So you can't say that. Yeah. it just really bugged me because like you can't say something to somebody's face like that you might like, and then you really didn't mean it.
Yeah, they kind of messed each other up. Like, oops, well, we were close.
I don't know about messed each other up. It was just more Gypsy messing Cisco up. I don't think Cisco really did anything to mess her up.
No.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What?
Well,
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, his advances were like, very obvious, and that's a little bit
But that's not what was bothering her. Those advances is not what turned her
No.
off. It was the fact that Abracadabra was already there, and her
Well, it was
mind
also
was
she-
already not in the right place.
Yeah, and it's also that him being around made her think of her old partner.
I guess,
Probably.
but she never had an issue before with Cisco doing exactly what Cisco's been doing now. Everything he's doing is still in line with the way he's acted since he met her. The only
Yeah.
difference is Abracadabra was there. Oh, you're saying because Abracadabra was reminding her, not Cisco.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Yes. Because Abracadabra just
I-
being there reminds her of got
Yeah.
her all mad.
I thought you meant Cisco was reminding her of her partner, and I was like,
no.
that's not consistent with her previous actions.
No.
Yeah, I get it.
But and at the end when she's leaving, she's clearly kind of has nothing. Not that she didn't have anything to say to fix it,
Yeah.
So she just sort of left, and that sucks. And I think that messed her up just as much as it messed Cisco up.
I mean, she's like, "Are we okay?" And he's like, "I don't know," which is kind of the same kind of deal that he gave Barry when, what was it, a few episodes ago when he found out about his brother. Barry's like, "Are we okay?" And Cisco's like, "I don't know." So I don't know. It's like a reoccurring theme, but like this is different because it was Cisco's like he was looking for a relationship with her, and it's just like
Where's Cisco?
he just gets the short end of the stick all the fucking time when it comes to ladies.
Yeah,
Mm.
but I honestly I think that Caitlyn's had it way worse than Cisco, but still.
Oh,
not
yeah.
Cisco.
Yeah, well, all of her lovers are dead except for Julian.
Can
So
we really
far.
call him a
Doesn't
lover
really
yet?
count. Huh?
Can we really call him a lover yet?
No.
Just an interest?
I mean,
Yeah.
there was a lot of Caitlyn Barry kind of shipping in the first season, and that's
Shipping.
gone. No, I get it, but there was the reasoning. There was flirtation between the two of them. It happened
Yeah.
in season 1, whether you want to remember it or not. I actually just rewatched season 1, and there's a lot of it. Like especially and where it kind of petered off and started disappearing was that karaoke episode when Barry brought her home. And she was really drunk and was like confessing her feelings to Barry. So like it existed, it happened, but it's petered off since then. There's been no evidence outside of season 1.
No.
No.
No, Lee, no. You leave
Yeah,
Julian alone.
No, I don't like Julian either. I want him gone. Go back to Hogwarts and put on your sorting hat and get the hell out of here.
No. See, if you would have asked me like 3 or 4 episodes ago, I would have been like, yeah, get Julian off the show. My love for Julian started with the first Grodd episode where they go to Earth 2.
And he dresses up like fucking the
yes,
new Indiana Jones.
Exactly. We need him because
Dressed up like Sean Connery,
it doesn't
wanting
even-
to
it
be
doesn't-
Indiana
It
Jones.
doesn't fucking matter how he was dressed up. He was fucking precious. Okay? He was a muffin that episode.
He was a what?
And a muffin. Anyways,
Cinnamon bun.
yeah,
Cinnamon roll.
it's whatever. He's actually finding his place in the team now, which is good because he's still very awkward and it makes it funny.
Yeah.
Whereas we have HR, who is just a complete idiot who makes it funny. And then we have Cisco and his
Is he,
sarcasm and his
though?
references. Who?
Because every once in a while, HR will do something where I'll be like,
I know.
Sally's suspicious of him too. HR, where were you? I don't
He-
believe you.
He was out with Rhonda. I believe him.
I don't. But we're at this point where it's like, oh, haha, it's HR. He does silly things all the time. It's like, oh, well, where was he? This is important. I don't believe Rhonda's real.
My joke was, who the hell calls their kid Rhonda, even in the last 50 years?
Ronda Rousey.
She doesn't count. She's like basically a man.
Whoa!
What?
I'm kidding.
She's totally gonna
God.
kick your ass now.
That's fine. I probably
She
deserve
can kick just about any dude's ass out there.
Well, that's fine. She's just really, I mean, she's different. I guess she's an exception of the rule, but I mean, seriously. Rhonda.
I'm just gonna say, you get a name like Rhonda, it's like Johnny Cash and a boy named Sue. You're gonna grow up to be tough.
That's why nobody everybody's naming their kids Khaleesi now and friggin',
That's not
come
real.
on. No, it is.
That's real.
It is. It's real. There's the increase of the name Khaleesi and Daenerys just on their own is like, I can't even. Like, within the last 5-6 years, it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah.
I don't.
Totally,
No, I'm done.
Totally naming my firstborn son Eobard.
Hoping that he travels to the future.
Yep. Just so you can invent time travel for me.
Okay. Great.
Anyways.
Yeah. So, Caitlyn gets stabbed. And
She
talks...
gets impaled.
Yeah.
That's
She talks Julian through surgery on herself while she's awake.
Terrible idea.
I mean,
You
it
might
worked
as well
out.
just perform it yourself, Caitlin.
She can't fucking see shit,
Yeah.
The way she was
Reminded me of
squirming.
what the fuck was that movie on the ship with Paul Bettany performed surgery on himself.
I don't know. It just sounds
Anyway,
like,
that's what it
just
reminded
sounds
me
like every single movie of the Bourne Ultimatum or Bourne Identity. He's always
No,
pulling
it was-
something out and stitching himself up. I don't know.
No, it was like colonial ship sailing. Russell Crowe was in it.
No idea.
Doesn't matter. Paul Bettany performed surgery on himself. That's what it reminded me of. But yeah, it seems to have gone fine. And then she just starts seizing.
Guessing there was like a hemorrhage or something.
Yeah.
It's internal bleeding. It had to have been.
Yeah.
And then she dies.
Yeah.
And
So
I knew.
us-
Rest in peace.
It's like, okay, you only need
Master
to take.
Commander. Sorry, Lee.
You only need to take the necklace off for a few seconds. Just a few seconds. Julian, put it back on. Put it back on.
Yeah,
put it
why
back
did you
on,
put it back on?
It's like I was sitting there like fucking chanting it like I was a witch the whole time. Like, put it back on, put it back on, hoping he would put
Here's
it back
the
on, but
thing.
he fucking didn't. He just sat there and watched, and then oh my god, ice everywhere.
Putting it back on might have killed her.
After she got healed, though.
Yeah,
Like-
it might have. Because if the way that it works, the way Cisco made it sound, is that her powers made her cells. It sounded like Luke Cage. Her ice powers made her cells grow together.
Okay.
Sounded like Luke Cage. The science
Okay.
behind Luke.
Yeah. So if he put it back on, she would have thawed and it would have gone back to normal.
I think so. She might have bled out.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
might have died. But now we have Killer Frost. Maybe, probably,
Maybe,
definitely.
probably,
No,
definitely.
no, we do. We definitely do.
Maybe, probably, definitely. And she reminds me a lot when she... I saw it because just recently, we're gearing up for the show iZombie to come back. And I was looking at pictures of the main character, Liv Moore, in her white makeup and her zombie, attire makeup. And Caitlyn just really looks like Liv Moore from that show when she's in the Killer Frost. The only drastic change is the big deep purple lipstick. You know, it's like she could probably get away with being a zombie. You know, and yeah.
Yep.
But no, I absolutely love seeing Killer Frost. I can't wait. Cannot wait. Unfortunately, we do have to wait. We have to wait a month. We have to wait a month. I yelled. I yelled, and I'm not even kidding you, and I'm so glad that I live by myself, because I was watching this at, like, I don't know, 5 in the morning, something like that, and I screamed on top of my lungs. I go, do we have to wait a fucking month for this? Like, I swear I yelled. I was very upset.
I'm still having trouble. Because I feel like there had to have been a way for her to not lose control. Like, you know, there had to have been a way.
Yeah, put the necklace back on as soon as you saw the wound heal itself, which not only the wound healed itself, but the stitches disappeared.
We talked about that.
We just talked about that.
That's the solution.
Then she died.
Again.
No, as soon as the wound heals.
Yes, but the way Cisco made it sounded like her frost powers make the cells go together. I think if you immediately put the necklace back on, she would just bleed out.
She would have thawed, and then it would have
pull
been
apart again.
Yeah.
But it feels like Elsa, like,
let it go.
Trying to suppress it just makes it worse. Like, what if she had tried accepting it?
We said this when she first started getting her powers, like, just, you know, work with it and, you know, whatever. But she kept trying to suppress it, and then she made it fucking snow that one time. It's like, really? Like, come on, you say you're trying to suppress it, and then you make it fucking snow. Come on.
I don't know.
But you're right. I mean, she should have probably sat down with Julian and was like, okay, we need to figure this out so that I don't lose control. Because it just seemed like, you know, she suppressed it for so long that it was just a big freaking outburst.
She couldn't hold it back anymore.
I had, like, my little things to throw.
Like confetti.
Remember, I had those
glitter.
Remember, I had those snowflakes I would throw on Once Upon a Time. You don't remember that when we were doing when it was like the Frozen arc? I would just throw these little snowflakes.
No.
I don't remember a lot of that season.
Anyway, I just think there was another way.
There had to be.
There's always another way. Maybe if Barry traveled back to the past and stopped himself from going to Flashpoint.
I could just see Barry running back in time, looks over, it's himself, and he just punches himself in the face.
That would have been... You know, that's perfect. Let it happen.
Yeah. And that's how Savitar gets created. Because the Barry that got punched gets really mad and turns into Savitar.
You took everything from me.
So speaking of Savitar, Abracadabra knows everything. He's from the future. He knows
apparently
Iris is gonna die. Yeah, apparently. He knows Iris is gonna die. He knows who Savitar is. He even like mock praised him, like the god of speed. So he knows his name, and he's got a name. And what was I gonna say about that? I forgot.
Joe.
It's Joe?
No, Joe. Well, no, you know, Joe started it, but Gypsy fucked the rest of it up. But he was like this close to finding out.
With Savitar, like him, with his knowledge of who Savitar is, I feel less likely that Savitar is Barry from the future now.
Yeah.
Well, no,
it's
because
just the
he
way
did
it was
say
worded.
He did say that him and Barry in the future are really, you know, they're huge rivals. So it is possible.
Yeah, he still made it seem like they were two separate people.
Because this is Barry of the past and Savitar is Barry of the future. They would be two separate people.
Technically, they're not, but I don't know. I feel like
I think it's also possible to have a split timeline. So the same person could actually be two different people. And this Barry might not end up being Savitar, but a different Barry who did something else in a different timeline is the one who's
punched himself in the
Savitar.
face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I did catch glimpses of the promo, and it looked like Barry had like an emo cut with dark hair.
It was it was Barry from the future that looked like he let himself go after Iris died. Kind of, it's just like whatever, don't care. Kind of all hope's gone. You know, I'm done. Kind of washed up. Just
I mean,
sat
that would make sense
on the street and just let his hair grow and practically die. That's what he looked like.
It would make sense, like if you were at that point in your life and you're trying to blame somebody for everything being taken away from you, him thinking Iris is everything, to blame his past for not trying hard enough to save her.
Yeah, and you see in that promo, you see Barry trying to convince himself to give up the details of Savitar so he can go back and fix it before it ever happened. So
hopefully future Barry is smarter than past Barry, because god damn it.
No, that's not going to happen. I have zero faith in the intelligence of Barry when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Future Barry is actually Ezra Miller.
Yeah, that's at least said it looked like Ezra Miller, and it did. So.
I would love that if that was the case. Like, they don't even mention it, it's just Ezra Miller playing.
No.
I would love that.
No. Future Barry is Gary Busey. That's future Barry after Iris is dead. That's what he turns into.
Oh my god.
No.
Nikki's just gone.
Photoshop the scary Busey face onto that Barry then. Do it.
Yep.
Oh god. So in Abracadabra is talking about Barry's other rivals. He mentioned one name we hadn't heard before.
DeVoe.
DeVoe.
Who the fuck is that?
I meant to try to research this.
I did.
Okay.
He is the Thinker. He is a telepath.
Okay.
Who might be the big bad of next season.
Interesting.
You know, I was sitting there, I'm like, they need a telepath. So I jokingly said that, you know what, they should just get on their little telecom, go, talk to Car and be like, yo, can we borrow John Jones for a while? We need a telepath to just extract some information from this fuck that won't tell us shit.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, a telepath would be really handy right now to get the name out of this guy's head.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But from what we've seen from John Jones as far as it's gone now, his methods are more forceful. I don't think he could pick a piece of information out of somebody's brain.
No, I think he can, because John Jones has stated that he knew about Alex and Maggie, but it wasn't his place to say. And he goes, I'm a telepath.
Okay. Well, I meant forcefully. Because we've seen him...
yeah, I think if they're trying to resist.
Accidentally kill somebody. Like, this was also first season, but still.
Yeah. No, I think he could do it.
Okay.
But that was my first thought. I'm like, they just need someone to pick the thoughts out of his head and be like, okay, we don't need you anymore. Go ahead, Gypsy.
We got it. Okay, bye. Have fun
later,
hanging.
Gator.
Or
have fun dying.
It was just an execution.
They just said an execution. They didn't really get into details.
Yeah, I don't think that's the last we've seen of him. And I sure as hell hope it's not the last we've seen of him.
Well, and remember, he's a time traveler. We're probably going to see a different timeline of him. Mm-hmm. I bet he is going to his death, but we might see a younger version of him.
It's definitely possible, but I'd like more from this Abracadabra a little more.
Yeah, he looks really creepy.
He really looks like David Blaine.
Yeah.
Like a bleach blonde David Blaine.
Yeah.
They did a good job with that.
He wasn't blonde. He was just had white.
It was weird. Right? I don't know.
It looked like he had. I don't remember.
He had like two-tone hair. It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
white.
Cruella
black.
DeVille.
Yes, Cruella DeVille. That's a good analogy.
Oh man.
I don't know. I just can't get over the name Abracadabra. I can't take that seriously.
I know, me neither.
Just can't take it serious.
Hey,
Like
I want to sing
after the
song.
build up in the last week's episode of The Flash the Musical with having Thurston the Magician posters all over. Like
Oh yeah.
they could have just gotten away with putting Abracadabra posters all over and kind of like alluded to it, and I think that would have been a lot better. But who knows? Maybe that's Abracadabra's actual name is Thurston.
Oh no, he did have like very light blonde, like it's almost white.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was streaked with black.
Yeah.
And probably because his goatee is black.
Yeah. The contrast on his face versus his
You know
hair.
what? He looks he's for some reason is reminding me of Dr. Light,
Yeah.
which is another, really fucked up DC villain.
Yeah. Brian's saying, why did Barry say yes to the concert? I thought it was a wedding. When they knew it was on the same day she was going to die.
It was Hamilton.
Oh, Hamilton. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They keep talking. They've like mentioned Hamilton in this and in Supergirl. They keep mentioning Hamilton.
Yeah, Lee brought that up earlier in chat. He's like, "What is the writer's obsession with Hamilton?"
From
The
what I
reason
hear, it's very good.
Okay, Barry accepting the concert was because it was offered by a person who knows nothing about what's going on. He can't be like, no, we can't do that. He has to be like, all right, we can do this.
Yeah.
And he also,
And I
has to
also
have
think-
he has to be hopeful and optimist that he's going to fix it so she doesn't die.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it was like him assuring Iris, because Iris looked all like, "Oh, I might be dead," and Barry's like, "No, we'll be there,"
Yeah.
So
Didn't he say like all of us?
all of us, yeah, he stressed
Yep.
that. So
Yep.
I don't know. Joe's a mess. Like everything Joe did, I don't blame him for.
no,
This
of course
episode,
not.
even though Gypsy was like throwing you're a cop, and he's like, yeah, it took 2 oaths, and surprise, one of them is more important to me than the other, and it's like I don't blame you at all for this, Joe. As stupid as you were, I don't blame you for it.
no,
I also
was
don't
on,
blame Gypsy for being angry.
No, I don't either. I don't either.
No,
but
I was completely on Joe's side. I was like, yep, this for you, there was the right direction. And it's just too bad that Gypsy popped in when she did, because that left the door open for Mr. Abracadabra to get the hell out. But
Here's the thing: I don't think he would have said.
I think he would have lied.
He probably wouldn't have said anything. I don't think he would have revealed it at all. Because he even says before they cart him away, he's like, "I feel like I can help kill her now
He
by not
kinda-
giving
well,
you
because
this
he is
Yeah.
Barry's future enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, we kind of find out that Killer Frost kind of has some intel as well for next episode, right?
She is what?
Some Savitar intel.
Oh.
Pretty sure. I along with the emo-looking Barry, I'm pretty sure I saw her talking about Savitar.
I don't know. I think my video cut off. I don't think I got the whole promo.
oh, okay.
That's usually what happens with either my
Okay.
DVR or my internet. So,
All right.
Oh, there's no like official synopsis. There's just a tweet about it. Its next episode is called "The Once and Future Flash," in which Barry goes to the future to get answers.
Yeah.
That's all we have, really.
Yeah, we didn't have.
Because it's a month away.
Yeah, we didn't have a synopsis for Supergirl being a month away, so I don't expect one for Flash. So
Yeah, I don't know.
definitely looks interesting. I'm actually looking really forward to Barry's trip to the future, because Barry hasn't been there yet, and
Not for real.
right, and what we've seen on Legends, every time they go to the future, it's a possible future. And I get that's probably the case too for the Flash, but it seems more solidified future to me than a possible future until Barry changes something,
With
Yeah,
the
'cause
Legends, though, everything is
going to-
only a possible event.
Everything's
where,
in flux with the Legends always.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
So,
Barry's
yeah.
going to a future that would happen should nothing change.
Yeah.
So he could potentially change something. He could go back, change something, and then the future he went to is no longer the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. Time travel in this feels a little more solid than it does in Legends.
Yeah.
Yep, for sure. Even with like Eobard coming back and mucking things up, and like it still feels like a solid. Even though in the back of my mind I'm like, no, this is reverse Flashpoint, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of things that could go wrong too. So
Yeah.
and the title is the Once in Future Flash. So if there is not a King Arthur reference, I will be extremely upset.
Huh.
Once in Future King. I can go grab my book. Actually, it's right back there. Well, that's all I got, you guys.
I know what Clio will be doing in the Flash podcast time slot for the next 4 weeks.
Reading a Once in Future King. Considering I never actually finished it, yeah, I should.
There you go.
All right, Dom, where can the people find you?
You can find me down below at Phenomenon, PHENOMEDOM.
Phenomenon. Nikki, where can they find you?
On Twitter at LadyVenom24, LadyVenom24.
You can find me at Cleomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest, and you can go to my blog at cleomoto.wordpress.com.
Do it.
You can find all of us at ASOTV.
Scroll all the way down to the bottom.
To all the stuff I posted 10 years ago. Who fucking knows what that is anymore anyway. You can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, video games, and movies. Till next time, bye guys.
Brian says, so this was basically the entire plot of season 1 in one episode.
You know? I want to say yes, but I'm saying no.
Maybe.